All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about something that's on every sales leader's mind right now, rethinking the sales force, and basically redefining what it even means to sell in today's world.
It's no secret the world has completely shifted. And that means the way we do business has too. So the big question you've got to ask yourself is this: how are you managing your sales force right now? Are you just trying to get by, or are you set up to really thrive in this new environment?
And that brings up another huge point. What should your team even be focused on? What are the new priorities they absolutely have to embrace to stay competitive? Because let's face it, if you're standing still in this market, you're not just standing still, you're actively falling behind. But here it is, maybe the most important question of all. Are you ready to shift from just, communicating value to your customers to actually creating it alongside them? That one idea, that's the heart of everything we're diving into today.
Okay, let's just put it out there. The old playbook, it's broken. It's done. In a world where everything feels like a commodity and competition is just relentless, the old ways just don't cut it anymore. So this really breaks down that huge shift, right? Think about it. In the past, sales was all about being a messenger. You just delivered the value that someone else in the company created. But the future, and really the present, is all about being a value creator. You're a problem solver, co-creating solutions right there with your customer.
And look, this isn't just some nice-to-have idea. This is the new expectation. Your customers have done their homework, they're smarter than ever. They're not looking for a vendor, they're looking for a partner. Someone who can bring real insights to the table and help them create actual, measurable results. They demand value creators.
So what does this mean for you? Well, it's basically a new mandate for your sales team. First, you've got to rethink and retool your strategies from the ground up. Second, you have to be brave enough to break away from that "this is how we've always done it" mindset. And finally, you need to transform your team into this powerful, adaptable unit that can handle any sales approach the situation calls for. Okay, that all sounds great, but how do you actually do it, right? Well, let's peek inside the new toolkit you're going to need to win. This is where we get into the real nuts and bolts of the program.
It really starts with mastering 3 key selling modes. You've got your fast-paced, high-efficiency transactional sales. Then you have the deep, problem-solving world of consultative sales. And finally, the big picture, long-term strategy of enterprise sales. And here's the thing, you can't just be good at one. Mastering all 3 is absolutely non-negotiable today.
And to do that, you need the right frameworks. We're talking about the 3 pillars of consultative selling: how to build those incredibly deep enterprise relationships, and even how to finally break down those silos between sales and marketing. But maybe the most critical skill of all, learning how to perfectly match your selling strategy to their buying strategy. That's how you make every single interaction count.
So, where does all this lead? What's the payoff? This is way more than just theory. We're talking about a complete competitive transformation. Let's dig into what you'll actually be able to do when you put this into practice. Think about it. You won't just know the models. You'll be able to bring real innovation into your strategies. You'll create plans that are actually actionable, not just things that sit in a binder. And you'll use technology to create and deliver more value to your customers than you ever thought possible. These are the capabilities that give you that killer edge out there. So let's bring it all home with that one big idea, the new philosophy that should be driving modern sales. The challenge is so clear, and honestly, it's pretty exciting. It's time to stop communicating value. It's time to start creating it.